Hi everyone, Polly Umel, RN, Wise Woman Nurse. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday, April 30th. No wildness today, well, except wild plants. That definitely is our wildness for the day. So I was going to do this whole thing about spring wild plants today and what's popping out of the ground. But I'm going to condense it down a little bit because I've been getting a lot of questions about doing a parasite cleanse. So over here in the corner, lots of questions about this. It's apparently the thing on the internet right now, and don't get me wrong, there's legitimacy to doing this. Anyhow, this is a product that I'll speak of in a minute. So when we eat locally, seasonally, and incorporate wild plants, and it doesn't have to be wild plants, but I'm going to focus on that today. The parasite cleanse naturally happens. So when you think about the things that are popping up in the springtime, I'm just going to go through these plants one by one. Dandelion, very bitter. So it stimulates the liver and the gallbladder to release bile. Bile being released into the small intestine speeds up the small intestine and makes it empty. You poop more. And when you poop more because of this excess, and I don't mean excess in a bad, extra bile being released into your intestinal tract, it clears out unwanted microbes and it helps to balance microbes. So microbes that are meant to be there are not going to be disturbed by this bitter induced bile. Right now we have lots of greens on the ground. Some flowers are popping out, at least in my yard where it's really sunny. Wild leeks. So the very sharp taste of wild leeks, it's like garlic and onions. That is also very good medicine for moving unwanted microbes out of the system. So I say that with hesitation because people will go into the woods and they will just massacre patches of wild leeks, and nobody comes back to replant them every spring, like the garden in your backyard and you plant seeds. So removing only 5 to 10% of what you see in a spot, and if you just take the greens, the roots are still there. And anyhow, this very strong flavor and the medicine of wild leeks helps to also balance microbes in the gut. It gets the blood moving because blood over the winter time, we slow down, we get stagnant. So it gets the blood moving, it gets the lymph moving, it gets all the fluids in the body moving so that we can poop it out, pee it out, sweat it out, etc. And this is a spring plant. So when we follow the seasonal local foods, it happens. Stinging nettles here. How could I not mention stinging nettles? So stinging nettles, fiery plant of spring. Again, adding fire after a slow, sleepy, stagnant winter, which it's supposed to be. We're supposed to slow down in the winter. Nettles is full of nourishment, and that nourishment helps with the clearing of unwanted energy, unwanted things in the body, unwanted microbes in the intestinal tract, etc. Very nourishing to every aspect of the body, every cell, whether it's a blood cell, a lymph cell fluids, your muscles, your bones, any cell in the body is well nourished by nettles. Also good in the digestive tract, good in the bloodstream, adding that fire to get things moving in the blood, in the lymph. So I put some of my, these I grow myself, and they're all over my yard now. The garlic, not garlic scapes, garlic chives and onion chives here. Again, spring food. It is that same strong medicine of the flavor and the compounds in wild leeks that are in these domesticated chives, garlic and onion chives. You can also find wild onions in the woods that have this same medicine of moving the digestive tract, moving the blood, moving the lymph. That keeps things cleared out. So then the last one that I'm going to put here that's all over my yard right now, and I didn't bring a picture of the white violets, but violets in the spring, the leaves and the flowers. Lots of good nourishing medicine there, deep, strong medicine like nettles. So it's minerals and vitamins that nourish us, high in vitamin C. Now think about if you take excess doses of vitamin C, you will have diarrhea, you'll poop your brains out. Nature is subtle medicine as opposed to Western's medicine, huge pendulum swings. Um, I prefer the subtle shifts of nature's medicine because our bodies adapt to that and can move and flow with it more easily than these wild pendulum swings of Western chemical medicine. So the vitamin C of wild violets is very clearing in the spring as well. And then right now we have clover leaves coming up. There are no clover flowers yet. White clover is just as wonderful as this purple pink clover, red clover. Clover is a blood cleansing, and not that your blood is dirty, but it helps to move the blood again. It helps to clear and nourish things out of your system after winter, just winter slowness and stagnation. Helps us get that spring fire moving again. So this will be coming along soon. You just outside, pop some dandelion greens out. Just take one leaf out of a, set of leaves here. Just take one out, thank the earth, ask the earth for it, give something back in return. Pop in your mouth and chew it. Stimulate, gentle stimulation of the liver and the gallbladder. Same thing with any of these plants. Just pop them out gently and thank the earth for them. I will pop out it's just the top leaves of the stinging nettle, and I will pop them out and eat them right out in the yard. Most people prefer to gently cook them so that the sting is removed from it. If you've had your hands in stinging nettle, you know how for hours afterwards you can feel that prickly sting. So most people don't like that on their lips, tongue, in the mouth. So that is the local, seasonal, natural way that our bodies were cleansed in the springtime. Things got moving. That's what I mean by cleansing. Things get moving, things get extra nourishment, and it helps to clear by moving bile, helps to clear the intestinal tract. Parafree, that for people who want to do something that aren't going to go out and pick wild plants or whatever, Parafree is a product that I recommend. And in the comments on this post, I will explain how to use it because this video is getting longer than I intended. So bye for now. Thank you for being here. Polly Mel, Wise Woman Nurse, signing off.